Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade, and today we're going to be taking a look at a flag breakout here on crude oil. Now, price has fallen down, almost getting us in. We're looking short at 97.31. Stop is going to be above 97.49, so the stop will be at 50. As soon as we get triggered into this, we'll place the stop. Let me just place them up here to get them there ahead of time. But those two. Now the targets on this trade to the downside on this flag pattern, there we go, it got filled. Let me just get my targets in place now. So we'll just use our handy little Fibonacci extension tool here. We'll go back down to the lows. So first target's going to be at 97.03. Again, I never like putting it directly on a level, so we'll go 97.04. That'll be the first target. Second target's going to be at 96.80. We'll go 96.81. Now you can front run this by 2-3 ticks if you'd like. Right now we'll front run it by 1 just to get it on there. If we start seeing it fail a little bit earlier or ahead of time from that, then we'll adjust it accordingly. So let's get this off the screen here to get it kind of uncluttered. So looking short here from 97.31, filled 2 contracts short, and we're looking at a total of, let's see, 19 ticks of risk, which fits just inside that 2. You could go 3. It's just on the border there for 3 contracts, but looking short for 2 contracts right now. First target on the way down is going to be 97.04. So if we measure this up really quick here, we're looking from our entry to the first target down at 27 ticks. And if we do get that next push down to the second target, then we'll be looking at 50 ticks after that. So looking to bank 27 on the first trade, and if we can get down far enough, 50 for the rest of the way. I will be trailing the stop down once we get our first target out at 97.04. Stop will go to break even. Outside of that, though, once we get down to the next area here, getting closer and closer to 81, we'll start ratcheting our stop in a little bit, but we'll definitely be looking to trail our stop down with a move. So overall, just sitting short, this may take some time. Obviously, we're kind of counting on big moves when the rest of the day has been relatively sideways. Now, the reason I'm really kind of liking this expansion to the downside is if we look at this in terms of a sideways range here, you can even put it down here really, but looking from the highs here to the lows down here, we've come up and we've attempted to break the highs up here with no luck. We failed immediately right back in, came down and formed a little bit of a flag. Typically when you fail on one side, you're going to give it a shot on the other side. And because we overshot this with such conviction, I'm expecting the same thing on the other side, hopefully overshoot down into our first target down here. Now if we don't fill that first target and we start kind of rattling around a little bit, might be kind of a safer bet to lock our stop in a little bit closer to reduce our risk, but kind of anticipating this same move just on the opposite side to the downside. Now, if they can get some legs and really break this thing to the downside, we'll be looking at a nice trade in our hands. But just kind of got to get out of the sideways range first. So sitting in short 97.31, first target at 97.04, just ahead of the big round number at 97. Below that, if we do start getting some legs to the downside, 96.81 is the next stop. So we'll be back in a little bit, and we'll see how the trade turns out. All right, getting some big block sellers coming in here might be enough to give us that push down that we're looking for to 97.04. Saw some really big orders to the sell side come in through here around 97.17, 18, 19, 20, few hundred. So I'm hoping that they give us those legs down to the downside here to fill this target at 97.04. Okay, they're coming in. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so 97.04 filled, no problem. Let's get our stop locked in here, adjust that to 1 contract, and now we're just looking to bump our stop back to point of entry, 97.31. Got the first target filled at 27 ticks now, so that's all taken care of. Filled down here at 97.04. Got a big block of sellers come in through here. Probably around 400 or 500 or so, 400 or 500 or so coming in on this one. There's already 3,300 volume on that candle, and we're only a minute into it so far. So big block sellers coming in here, which is a good thing. That's kind of what we want to see. Now, hopefully we can get some continuation to the downside. Oh man, they're coming in heavy now, pushing even farther. Might be able to get this all in one shot down here at 81. So because we had a little bit of a trap here, I'm going to lock my stop in just above that high there. And now we're just kind of sitting on hands waiting for us to get down here to 96.81, and we'll continue going. But right now we're up 30 ticks or so, pushed all the way down to 96.93 below this 97. Now we just need to see continuation. So got the first target filled at plus 27. Our stop is locked in a couple ticks past entry, looking for a 50 tick final target. So we'll be back in a little bit. All right, we're back. I just wanted to do a quick update here. We're getting a lot of fluctuation down here. So instead of 81, I'm going to adjust to 2 more ticks ahead of it, basically just 3 ticks off of where that level was. So we're looking at 83 and getting some selling pressure coming back in again. So instead of a 50 tick final target, we're looking at 48. And again, that's just because we're seeing a lot of fluctuation around here, and I don't want to chance this coming down, trapping in the sellers, and just being more of a bear trap and push right back up to the upside again. So looking at 86, 83 for our target here. here and catching a lot of sellers coming back in again. And just to be safe, I'm going to lock my stop into this swing now. And okay, there we go, perfect. So we got 96.83 filled. Just wanted to be a little bit more cautious on that final target down there at 83. Again, the reason behind that was I don't want to see this go down, test our target to the tick, because we only offset it by 1, and all of a sudden it bounces right back up again. Cancel my stop here. So overall, got 27 on the first target, 48 on the second. That gives us 27 and 48 gives us 75 ticks on the trade, $750. Really good trade. That's exactly what we were looking for in this nice little flag pattern. Sideways day, had an overshoot at the top of consolidation. Got to expect it to do the same thing on the bottom, and it did right into our first target. Fluctuated a little bit, made me a little nervous. Bumped our target up a couple ticks from it. It did come down and test 81, so technically from where we were, we may not have been filled yet at 96.81, and that's kind of what I was a little nervous about. So it hasn't filled at 81 if you're still holding it. Now you can see it's kind of bouncing up a little bit. It may come down and push down again, but that's kind of the precautionary style that we were looking for in that final push there. So overall, 75 ticks on the trade, and that's going to be the trade for today. If you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to School of Trade. Don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com, and as always, we'll catch you next time.